update now to breaking news on the search for Kara Kopetsky. Russ Ptacek's here with some more information in this case. And Russ, I know you've been in conversation with her mother today.
Well, their focus this morning is in the 8900 block of Elm on the south side of the city. The site is just a few blocks west of 87th and Raytown Road in Raytown. Kara Kopetsky vanished in May 2007. Her mother told us this morning that last night she got the call that search teams would be out this morning looking for her daughter. Kara was 17 when she was last seen leaving Belton High School. She hasn't been heard from since. We do have a crew on the way to the scene, and we're going to be bringing you updates throughout this newscast. Now, right now, Rhonda Beckford, Kara's mother. Rhonda, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Russ.
I appreciate you joining us. I've known you now about 3 years, and I've been with you several times as you've had to wait for word on what police are searching for, and you know, these are. I thank you for joining us, and I'm wondering if you can tell us what you know so far.
Well, basically, all I really know is last night we received a phone call from Belton PD letting us know that there was going to be a search. I was not told whether it was a tip or what it was that led them to that location. And basically they said, we wish we could tell you more, but it is an open investigation, and we can't.
Rhonda, there have been several searches over the years, and generally you get a heads up as to at least that there will be some activity, and I have been with you in many of these cases when you have gotten the response, and it has not been Kara. What is your family doing right now as the search is going on to comfort yourselves and to manage this wait?
Well, basically, Russ, it's something that is beyond you, so you give it to God. I mean, and of course, May 4th, 2011 will be 4 years, and you know, I'm sure the general public doesn't realize it, but tomorrow will be Kara's 21st birthday.
And thank you for pointing out it has been 4 years. I met you just a couple of days after Kara disappeared, and I know that you have made a big push, and I know that this is one of the reasons that you're doing this interview under this very difficult time, because you want Kara's picture on the TV. We're showing video of her, the last known footage of her alive inside Belton High School, and pictures from the year or two before her disappearance. Your goal is to get as many pictures of Kara Kopetsky on the air as possible. Today, what sort of updates are you getting from the scene?
We have not gotten a call yet from the scene of the search. And, of course, it's been our goal to keep Kara's face and name out there in the public eye, to keep the tips and leads coming in, to help law enforcement so that we can finally get answers about what happened to Kara.
Now, I spoke with you and your husband, Jim Beckford, last week about possibly doing an investigation into the potential suspects in this case. And I know that you are constantly pushing to get Kara's picture on the air, but in this case, you hesitated. And would it be accurate to say that you hesitated to do an interview that we had talked about doing a few days ago because you were concerned that there may be a development in the case?
Well, you know, we were told that they had things in the mix. We had that they had things going on, and they didn't want us to, you know, we never want to interfere with the investigation. You never want to do anything to push the investigators back. You want your daughter found and brought home.
Now, Kara, 17 at the time, 4 years ago, disappeared in May of 2007. The search right now in the 8900 block of Elm. So would it be fair to characterize what authorities told you last week when you were considering doing an interview with me was, at this point, don't rock the boat, that there is some sort of significant development?
Yes, that would be correct.
And Rhonda, I know that they're not giving you a lot of information, but did you get the impression, did you get the feel that this was connected to a suspect, or did you get the impression that it was connected to possibly the location of where Kara may be?
The only thing, I don't even know this for sure, but they don't go out and do a search unless they have a tip that leads them to that area.
And Rhonda, this is something that over the years you and I have talked about privately, and I've spoken with your husband, Jim Beckford. I'm curious, and I always hesitate to ask you this. What is your thought right now about the likelihood of your daughter being found alive?
If my daughter comes home alive, in my opinion, it will be a miracle, because I think something very bad happened on May 4, 2007. I think she left school that day, and some perpetrator, I believe she was the victim of something very heinous.
Rhonda, as I've covered this over the past 4 years, I have received many emails from so many people and talked to my colleagues here at NBC Action News, and I can tell you that many, many people are hoping for that miracle. Now, I'm joined here at the desk now by Curtis J. and, oh, we're all here.
Yes, we are.
Do you have a question for Rhonda Beckford, Kara's mom?
Yeah, hey Rhonda, this is Curtis. Thank you for giving us your time here. I do want to know that area in particular. Do you know anything about that area? Was it an area that Kara would maybe, has she been there before? Describe that area if you know anything about it.
I really don't know anything about that area. I don't know what led them to search in that area.
Okay.
I'm just as clueless as you are.
Rhonda, last time we reported they were searching, it looked like a pond area. Do you know if that's close to the most recent search?
No, I believe that area is probably really far away from the last place that they searched.
Okay. Rhonda Beckford, thank you once again for your time.
Thank you, Rhonda. We'll be in touch
Thank you
soon.
for covering Kara's story.
You bet.